And welcome, everybody. We are here live day 3, Friday of InfoComm 2026, live from the HETMA booth. Make sure you stop by the booth. A little fun fact, we changed themes. You all saw Road to 10K for the last year. We are now on HETMA Homecoming. We have changed themes, and there's only one way we could have done it, and that is through the signage and the digital signage we have playing and the wonderful displays and LED walls that we have here that's showing our new theme and had our last theme on it. Thanks to Neoti, great partners of ours. So that's who we're sponsoring and we're going to focus on today. And so please, with no further ado, introduce yourself, tell people who you are, and of course, a little bit about the company.
Indeed, thank you. I'm Derek Myers. I'm the CEO of Neoti. We're an LED video display manufacturer from Indiana in the Midwest. Mm-hmm. We are a consultative manufacturer, which means that we pay particular attention to the needs of the customer as we're assessing the LED displays, because even within the same SKU of a product, it can be designed differently to perform different based on the content. So everything from digital signage to high-performing, innovative, educational teaching displays.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So people who came by the booth saw that so our columns, if you are familiar with our booth, our double-decker, our columns are wrapped in your product there, and it's the only way we've been able to really create that theme experience. And this is the first year we've been able to do it, and we couldn't have done it without you. And that's amazing. And I have to talk about, you did like custom, I don't know what, the bezels on it or whatever for us.
Yeah, indeed.
That was pretty cool.
We believe in partnerships and unity, and of course the digital content can do some of that, but it's fun to add some elements to the actual bezels and the installation methods to incorporate both of us. So we thought having Neoti with HETMA in a molded plastic would be pretty cool.
Yeah, it is cool. Make sure people see it. And I know we've posted across the socials, so you have to check that out. So we're show floor. We're on day 3, so it's starting to wind down a little bit. When people have stopped by your booth, what were you featuring this year?
Yeah, this year we did focus a lot on partnerships. So we had some of our Pro product with G&D and VuWall, and then of course our digital signage applications here with HETMA. And so we're focused on the innovative aspects of true-to-life imagery in our product. And so again, going back to that consultative aspect, whether it's an auditorium or digital signage, something that might be on camera, we pay particular attention to the component level design of the product. And so we were just demonstrating how we do that and what the process is like, because we have a very intimate relationship with our partners and our customers when buying LED, and all the way down to the aspect of our core values, which is when a customer has a problem, it's our problem. Yeah. It doesn't matter what it is, we'll help get it fixed, because we want to sleep well at night when you're sleeping well at night.
You bring up something there that I think is important. So when you're talking to my peers, right, you're talking to higher ed customers, what are those pain points that they're trying to solve, and how are you as a company helping with that?
Yeah, I think that you have to look at the industry as a whole and say there are thousands of options. So how do you know what to choose? You can walk a hall or you can get online, and there is just LED everywhere at this point. And so we really think that starting with the conversation of what is it that the customer is trying to accomplish, what they want their viewer to feel or to experience or to learn through that display. So what type of content are you going to play? Is it motion graphics or is it PowerPoint imagery? And all of those questions getting answered early will really help the customer avoid the pain points later when they do something like, hey everyone, let's stop in the lobby and take a photo in front of our big, beautiful new display. But then the scan rates weren't right. Yeah. The refresh rates were bad. And the marketing department can't get a good image because you got scan lines and jagged sawtooth edges and things. And so now you got a new pain point after paying a lot of money for something that someone didn't quite think to ask all the questions initially. So we like to take that time early and work through avoiding some of those pain points that show up later.
I love that. I love that, because I think, one of the things that LED is now one, like, to me, it's becoming the bread and butter, and it wasn't always in higher ed, but now it is, and it's at a point where when you got great quality products as well as price points that make it, realistic. And I love that you're thinking of those types of things that I think when people are first getting into it and going, okay, I'm going to switch from a projection, now I want to go LED, whatever, and we don't really know the right questions to ask. So as a company, you're going, okay, here's what we need to know. We're going to help educate you. We're going to make this right. We're going to guide you through that. And I think that's really, really important, because also we need that support, right? We need those partners and that support. So on those lines, talk to me a little bit about why the higher education vertical is important to you as a company.
Yeah, as a smaller LED manufacturer, we're not just a highly consultative and relationship-oriented, responsive type of company. Being from the Midwest is kind of in our nature.
Yeah.
But we're also focused on innovation and how do we develop the display to do what it's intended to do. And ultimately, a display's purpose is to deliver exactly the anticipated delivery from the creator. So if someone creates, whether it's artwork or a movie or medical imagery, the industry kind of has a little bit of a hidden flaw that it manipulates that input signal and just tries to get it as close as possible. And so we took steps with some partners in Germany to have the world's first Pantone validated LED video wall to have true to life imagery. And in a teaching institution, that's incredibly important.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that if it's medical imagery or if it's artwork, that creator is able to have confidence that the viewer is experiencing exactly what they intended them to see.
Yep.
In addition to that, we're taking steps in integrating some machine learning components, which is an element of AI. And so, of course, when you see that, you trigger all the buzzwords, the buzzwords in AI, but machine learning will help us to have automatic white balance calibration. So, as we all know, in teaching institutions, everyone's wearing multiple hats, trying to service and take care of these LED video walls. With ours, when you swap a module and you put a new one in, it might have a brighter color. We have an automatic white balance calibration that allows an instructor to do that.
Yes.
And not have to bring someone back in to recalibrate the video wall to match those modules. Ours does that automatically. So lots of elements in innovation, because after all, these teaching institutions are cutting edge and they're teaching things people about the next generation. And so it's super important to us and a perfect fit.
I love that. I love that. So I just want to say personally, thank you for your partnership. Our booth here wouldn't be successful without you, and we are just so appreciative. So the last and most important question of all, how can people connect with you and learn more about Neoti?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, one of the easiest ways is just getting online. Neoti.com. Take a look at our website, connect with us there. We love HETMA. We think you guys are doing an amazing job with your membership and creating enthusiasm around the Pro AV space and technology and education. And so I just thank you for letting us be a part of it.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yep, thank you.
Have a great rest of the show.
You too.